A successful import attempt, but a failed unboxing? Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new, my name is Roos, my pronouns are she, her. And in this video, we're gonna talk about importing. And this video is in collaboration with Aroid Asia, who offered to send me 2 plants as an import order to make a video about. So that's really kind of them. Thank you, Aroid Asia, for doing that. I will always give my honest opinion, which I also told them. In order to understand my view on importing before Aroid Asia contacted me, it's good to know that I had a massive fail in importing before. Last year, my friends and I tried to import plants. The parcel got denied at customs. It got sent back to Indonesia. All the plants were dead and we only got part of our money back. So it wasn't a very good experience. And that's why I said, okay, sure, let's try it. Not expecting the plants to arrive at all until I got an email. I'm a little bit in shock right now. I just had an email from DHL that I have to pay import fees on my plants coming in. And I guess that means that they're actually coming in, which I never expected because Holland has really strict import rules. So when this company offered to send me these 2 plants, I thought they might get lost like the previous order, or something would go wrong and I would never get them. But now I'm thinking I might actually get them. 2 really cool anthuriums. I'm a little bit excited. I didn't let myself hope until now because obviously I've had some bad experiences before. But I think it might happen. What? I did have to pay 38 euros in import fees and stuff. So that's a bit of a bummer, I guess. I don't know what they put on the package because it was a gift. I don't know how that works exactly with, I don't know what value they put on the package, but I guess we will see. It is Sunday today and they're expected to arrive on Wednesday. It's here, it's a day early, it's here, it's here, it's here. Oh, I'm really nervous now. Here we go. Hoi.
Hi.
Oeh, wat een klein pakketje.
Ja.
Dankjewel. That's it. It's so small. It's so small. Maggie is definitely not as excited as I am. Let's get to unboxing. Unfortunately, something went wrong with my filming. No! My camera just died while I unboxed it. No. It was such a good video too. So I actually didn't record the whole unboxing. Whoops. Which is why we're here and I'm talking to you a few months later. So before I show you how the plants came and what they look like now, which I will do at the end of the video, I actually want to talk to you about importing because I feel like people see it as this easy way to get cheap, cool plants, but it's actually a little bit trickier than that in my opinion. So first of all, there's the risk. Like I experienced myself, the paperwork can be wrong, it can be a long shipping process, the parcel can get lost, and even if it does arrive, the plants can really be set back from being in a box for maybe even just a few days. They can really be set back. I've heard that especially alocasias can arrive really bad, but I've also seen a lot of anthuriums just becoming stumps and philodendrons as well, just going back to a stump and then you have to grow it out again, which of course is a decision, but if you buy a plant in your local area, it might arrive in a beautiful way and then stay that way as well. By the way, so far all the plants that are on my beautiful setup that I made are all from either the Netherlands or Europe. Of course, the sellers that I got them from may have imported them, like the queen was definitely imported, but they've been here for at least several weeks, months to acclimate, and then I bought them from local sellers. So they didn't have the transition period that you have to keep in mind when you're doing an import. It will take time to rehabilitate, I don't know if that's the right word, but acclimate to your house, to your conditions before the plant is happy. The second thing is, or actually the third, because there's risk and then there's the time. So I'm not gonna do numbers. The next thing is that the prices have actually gone up a lot with importing. From my experience, the end of 2019, I was interested in doing an import, so I asked for some prices. And now, I don't know if you guys have this, but on Instagram, I get messages every day from really pushy sellers that send price lists and dozens of photos, and I'm like, ah. So I can see the prices and they are a lot higher than they used to be, because of course all prices of plants have gone up a little bit, or a lot of it. But it's good to keep in mind that maybe you can find the same plant for a little bit more money, or even the same money in a local place, which means a lot less risk. And then the next thing is, hey Mickey! Hi Faith! The next thing is a tiger in our jungle. Hi Mickey! Mwah. Hi! You want to come say hi to YouTube?
More Mickey footage at the end of the video.
The next thing is shipping and the documents. So the shipping is usually, from what I've seen, like 90 to 150 US dollars, which is quite a lot. I mean, the most expensive plant that I have bought was 90 euros, so that's similar to just the shipping for importing.
And of course there's also the risk of your plants being crammed into a little box. Maybe they're not wrapping them right. They won't see daylight for a few days if you're lucky, or a few weeks if you're unlucky, or more. And no watering and stuff, so that's also an added risk.
And then you have to pay for phyto as well, phytosanitary certification. Yes. It's really important to get the right documentation so that you're importing in a legal way and that your plants will not be held at the border like my package was and then maybe sent back or destroyed. And the last thing, which is also really important to me, is poaching. If you don't know, plants can and still are being poached from the wild, just like animals would be. You might know this word only from animals. You will never know for sure, of course, but to try and find out what the business is doing. So you can ask them questions like, how long have you been in business? Where do you source your plants from? Can I see pictures of your setup? Which is actually what I did with Aroid Asia. I asked them for a few videos and they actually got their drone out and flew through the nursery, which I thought was really cool.
Now you can't really see a lot from these images, except that they are quite organized and they have some really nice plants in there. But the fact that they're willing to send this footage to us is a good sign to me.
If you want a big plant, like anthuriums, for example, people always want the really big ones, but they must have grown for years and years. So if you are looking into getting a big one, really do your best to try and find out the origins. If you do get it from a company that is established, that has been in business for like 30, 40 years, then of course it's possible that it's grown in their care.
But with very large plants, there's definitely a bigger risk that
they go out and pull them from the jungle, which of course we don't want, because our plants come from the jungle and we want to protect not just our plants in our home, but especially the plants outside nature and the environment. If you've never thought about that, I definitely recommend you doing some research into it and looking into it, because it's super, super important, at least in my opinion. So a few things that you can look for in a company, which Aroid Asia has, and that kind of reassured me in this experiment, is first of all that they have a website. Because a lot of these companies will message you on Instagram and then have a WhatsApp number, and that's it. And they will send you lots of photos. Try and find a business that at least has a website, because then it's kind of more established, or in my opinion, this is all my opinion by the way, I hope you know that. And then the payment method, they usually say PayPal or Western Union. Make sure that it's not Western Union, which is how we paid, because you have no guarantees. Make sure it's PayPal Business. They can ask for friends and family because it's quicker and there's lots of things why it's better, but don't do that, do business. But then also the other opposite side is that it gives you more responsibility. If your plants don't arrive perfect, that is part of doing an import. So also protect the seller. Don't just go claiming your money back when your plant has one yellowing leaf, for example, or all of them yellowing, because that is part of importing. So it does take a little bit more responsibility from you guys to not rip off the sellers either, because it goes both ways in my opinion. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you have paid with PayPal or a credit card, there is an option to claim your money back if your parcel didn't arrive, or if it got sent back, or if something was wrong with it. But only use that if there is actually something wrong with it. A few yellowing leaves do not count, in my opinion. It's good to know that smaller plants might be safer from being poached. It's really good to also ask for pictures of the plants that you're actually getting. So not just the picture from the website, but the actual plant. Not every company is able to do that, because of course, if they have a lot of customers, then it's a lot of work to send individual pictures to everyone. You can ask for all the plants together as a picture.
Not just to set your expectations for what you're actually going to receive, but also that you know that this company actually has all the plants that you're interested in, and not like we had before with this other seller that they said they had everything, but then they had to go out and buy it from their neighbor or from another grower, and they didn't know how expensive they were there, so then the prices went up and stuff. It was very, yeah, it's a good thing to ask for all of your plants together in one picture before you pay.
And luckily, the plants arrived in a really good state,
which showed the importance of good documentation. I opened the box. It had the fluffy fluff in there that all import orders have. And then the plants were wrapped in this beautiful tissue paper, and it had some tissue paper around the roots.
This is what the plants look like when they just arrived.
Look! These two are the plants that I picked, 2 anthuriums, because those are the hardest to get here. The first one that I unboxed is this tiny, beautiful silver blush. It looks really full. It has some... It's tiny, by the way. I was shocked at how small these plants are. So first of all, there's that. But that's also kind of good because that probably means that these were definitely grown in their own greenhouses. It has healthy roots as well. I haven't spotted any bugs. There's a little yellow leaf here, but that's the oldest leaf, so that's nothing bad. And then these leaves are beautifully shiny. I'll add some close-ups in of the shininess because it's hard to show here in this light. But they are beautiful. This is a very cute plant with a new leaf as well. Did I show you that? See the new leaf? I hope that survives, but I don't know. 4 days in transit, which is very short, by the way. It's very quick. And then this one is a luxuriance hybrid. It's kind of hard to find in Europe. Look at the bubbly leaves. It's so cute. Peltate, I think it's called, but I'm not quite sure. This is the newest leaf on this one. But this plant actually has a lot of different growth points. I think there's like 4. There's actually a little inflorescence on this as well. I don't know if you can see the little chubby thing right there. That's an inflorescence. Looking adorable. And also on this one, I don't see anything bad. I don't see any bugs or yellowing leaves or anything. Of course, we'll have to see how they adjust, which I will show you in a minute. So far, this import has been such a much better experience than the previous one, even though it did take a really long time. But once they had the plants in a box, it went super fast. It was really good communication as well. They've been very open with me. Thank you so much to Aroid Asia for this unexpected gift. I literally did not expect these to arrive at all. And here they are looking beautiful and healthy. So that is so exciting.
I think they're both adorable. I'm so excited to get them. And I actually got to pick with Aroid Asia which plants I was interested in. So I said 2 anthuriums. One of them had a leaf that was opening in transit and it continued to grow and it just was perfect. It didn't have any damage. So I was really, really lucky. My friend, his order got stuck in customs. So it doesn't mean that if something goes right for me, that it will also go right for you. So keep that in mind. It's still always a risk to do an import.
I actually heard back from him and he got great customer service and they've resent his parcel because there was something wrong with it. I don't know exactly what, but he's very happy with his plants and the service.
That was a lot of talking, a lot of information. It's finally time to show you what the plants look like now. And I'm so impressed with them. They're growing so well. This is them. I've already repotted both of them because they needed a bit more space. There's several little plantlets in the pot, which I also love because that makes a little bit of a fuller plant. Both of them have a new leaf coming out, especially the one on the luxuriance is amazing. The color is like pink. It's so different. So this is the crystal blush. It came, I think this was the leaf that was coming out while it was in transport. Oh, it does have a little bit of damage, as you can see here. I lied before. But this is the new leaf that came out now. I'm excited to see how it will look later on. Can you see the shimmer on it? It's always hard to show on camera. It looks just white, but it's actually like crystalline and glittery. And here maybe you can see that's a different plantlet that's also growing a new leaf right there. And then the luxuriance, the leaves are really beautiful. I think it's called corrugated, but I'm not quite sure. It has the bubbles or peltate. There are some words for it, but I forgot them. Yeah, I'm gonna look them up after. And then the new leaf, like I said, is literally like pink. It is so cool. Wait, I'm gonna hold it like this. Look how beautiful that is. Did you know with anthuriums that you can tell the size of a leaf by the thickness of the petiole? If it's a lot thicker than the previous one, then the leaf will be bigger, most likely. So, interesting fact, I think. And that's the two of them together. Do you think it was worth it?
I'm really happy with them, but I do have to say, I think they were about $40 to $45 on the website. And with the added risk of the shipping and everything, I do think that that is quite a lot of money. But I'm happy that they chose me to collaborate so that we could test this out and then I could make this video, really long video about importing, but I hope it is helpful to you.
I thought it was important to share all the information and not just that importing is easy and fun and cheap, because I don't think it is. Thank you so much to Aroid Asia for offering these two plants. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was a useful video. If so, please let me know in the comments, or if you have any more questions, write them there as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you haven't yet, please consider subscribing to my channel, maybe joining my Patreon or YouTube membership, and I will see you again very soon. Bye, my friends! So keep that in mind. I'm talking a lot with my hands today, I don't know why. I'm gonna put them down. This is weird. So it's really good also to ask for... I cannot hold my hand still.
Different pages and just looking it up. Sorry, my leg is falling asleep. Okay, sitting like a little yogi frog.
That was a lot of information. Finally, time to show you the... Ooh, my neighbor's dog walked by. I got distracted. Sorry. Ah, I love you. I love you. Sorry for the small interruption. You checking out all the plants? They're normally not here, right? I had to take a photo for an interview, so I made a whole setup with plants in the background, and then I thought I'm not gonna waste it by not filming a video here, so that's why we're recording this now. Hi friend. Hi my love. Okay, I'm gonna continue with the video, okay?